Is the mic on? Who knows? Is it a mystery? Maybe. Alright guys, give me 2 shakes while I make sure that everything is a good to go. My volume up? Can we hear me? I don't know. Just give me like a second, okay? Is the mic on? Aha, look at that. Hey guys, Courtney Mermaid here, and welcome back to my channel where I bring you mermaid related content to help you live life so mermaid. I think I put it just got all weird there for a second, didn't it? This is another Tail Talk Tuesday. We do all the things. We talk all the things mermaid. It's very exciting. I'm a little, like, kabobbled today. My morning was really good, but then the last few minutes there, I was like, wait, have I done everything? Am I wearing pants? Like, I don't... Do you ever have these days, guys, where you're just like, you're sure there's something that you just didn't do? You know? I don't know. Hello, everyone! Oh, it's so good to see you all! You missed some? You didn't miss any. We literally just started. Literally just now. We're good to go. It's a little bright in here. I kind of feel like I'm getting some light. I'm just gonna close the... Is that a little bit better? Can I actually see what I'm doing now? Is that like... Oh, yes, we're rocking the siren leggings today. Very exciting. Computer, really? We're so loud today. Boo. How come? How come we so loud? Okay, well, that's just life, isn't it? Hope everyone is having a good day. I hope you're having a good day too. Yes, I know my morning shake is gross. It's because it's got vitamin B in it. So it looks like, well, it looks off, shall we say. Hello everyone, I'm getting ready for Avengers Endgame, heh. Sweet, I get to see it on... Am I seeing it on Saturday or Sunday? Or Saturday? I don't know what day it is. I don't know what day it is. I think I'm seeing it either Friday or Saturday, and No, Saturday. I'm seeing it Saturday. I'm very excited. So, I actually hated the first half of that. So, we're not going to talk about it. Let's not talk about it. I'm bitter. Eric's really excited for it, so we're going to go see it, and it's going to be fine, and all the things. So, sorry, I do have to sip on this. I was supposed to finish this, but then of course, like I said, it's got all cray-cray up in here, so. Okay, we're just gonna leave that over there, because I kind of need the mouse. Don't spoil it, please. Yes, no spoilers, please. I will delete you. You will get blocked. I'll be very mad if there are any spoilers. Bad as spoilers, okay? We do all the things. Wow, look at how many of you guys were so early today. It was really funny. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I love all of you, my little fishes. Okay, so we do have some mermaid news to jump into. Let's just like power through the news. First thing, because I know it's very exciting stuff. We have okay, so all the topics, of course, will be in the description box down below. So if you want to check them out, I'll be in order. I'll be talking about them. So, oh, it was awesome when I seen it last Friday. I'm glad you got to see it. It's very exciting. Hello, everybody. Oh. Okay, so the first topic of news is Widget the Mermaid has a new video up. The Nerdmaid Faith gets a new tail by Courtney Mermaid. So she has a vlog for that too, so you should go check it out. I have linked to it, again, in the description box down below. And the next bit of news we have is Tannychew's Tales Kickstarter will be going live on the 1st of MerMay. Tanychew is a longtime patron of mine, and she is starting up her own tail making business. So if you guys want to go show her some love and some support, all of the information will be over on her website, which is tanychewdesigns.com. And I've checked it out, so go check it out. And did I have any more information for that? That's that. Yes, so you'll go check that out, and it's starting up on the 1st of May. Which is kind of sweet. It's kind of good timing, because MerMay, right, guys? MerMay is also a thing. So, all the mermaid love. All right, and the third bit of news is we have a new video. This was submitted by Sylvester Young, so we have a new video for Mermaid Kelly caught in a pool in the Caribbean, and Mermaid Kelly's new tail. It's beautiful. It's actually really relaxing and very chill and very zen. I had it on in the background. I was just like, yes, mermaids. Just floating, just relaxing. It's really good. So go check it out. And then we have one more. Number 4 submitted by Widget. We have... Oh, I'm getting messages. Magictails has mermaid apparel coming soon, apparently. So that was in an Instagram post that they mentioned that. So I've linked to the Instagram post. It's number 4 in the this week's topic section in the description box down below for you guys to check out. Now, what have I missed here? Did I get your email? I may have. I haven't been through my emails yet. I do all the things. Can I just brag about Celtic Koi for a minute? Because I just did. Okay, you were so cute. Guys, it was so awesome. I can't believe how much love that video got. That's just insane to me. In a day to get that many views, I was like, whoa, dude. It's definitely like a step out of what I've been doing previously, especially because it has like the extra greenery and stuff. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I probably should have linked it in the cards because, hey, intelligence is not something I'm famous for. Let me see if I can do that just like super, super, super duper fast. Oh no, you know what I realized? My volume's up and it's gonna do that talking thing. Like, please don't. Please don't, guys. But yeah, the seams on this one turned out beautiful. It has like the wraparound seaweed belt, which I think is gorgeous. And then the little greenery down at around the fluke. And everyone's going nuts over my pattern that I did on it. I was so happy because that was really hard to do. I had a real hard time with that, you guys. Okay, I have now updated it. And if you guys give it a few seconds, it'll appear in the cards. But yeah, I was really happy, and I'm so excited to just, I want to see more video. Digimer, hop 2, hippity hop. I have a question. Aren't you afraid of stingrays? I don't think I'm afraid of stingrays. I don't know. A banana smoothie at lunch. Nice. Yes, I've got bananas in here as well, so it's, 1 banana, like frozen banana. Then I have 1 scoop of my Vega protein powder, chocolate. And then usually I put like chia seeds and like cinnamon and cacao powder and the whole thing, but I didn't have time to today. I was just like, bananas, my vitamin B, the thing, and some cashew milk, and we're done. I'm a bit late to submit the mermaid news. I uploaded today. Bad timing. Oh no! No. Okay, hang on. I'll find it. Give me 2 shakes. Let me see if I can get it up while we're doing this. Can I do it off my phone? If I can do it off my phone, then I will look for it. New tail makers. Yes, she's a very talented artist as well. You should see some of the tails she designs are absolutely incredible. Game of Thrones spoilers at the moment, so I feel you. Yeah, that was like the plague. It was so bad. I had it almost spoiled for me twice that we just signed up for Crave TV or whatever that is just so we could get caught up, and now I'm caught up with the Game of Thrones situation. No spoilers. If you guys spoil anything for anybody in my comments, I will not be a happy chicken, okay? Be a mad chicken. Okay, I want the individual responses, please, and I'm gonna go to the last page. I'll see if I can... Let's keep our fingers and fins and toes and all the things crossed. Oh, I don't see you. Hang on. Oh gosh, you guys actually submitted a bunch more. Okay, I will have to save some of these for the next one because maybe I could add them in afterwards. Oh no, so we had...
Oh no, I just can't find it. I can't find it, guys.
Hey Courtney, so Kawaii Cloud. Hey Courtney, I have some small news. I'm getting my first tail and equipment this August. It's technically not my first, but first one was $20, so I want something more professional. Right on. Excellent. I'm not timeouting anybody, I swear. Did you see the new Game of Thrones? Okay, let's not talk about things that maybe not everybody has seen, because even if you're being funny and you're like trying to make fake spoilers, like not a cool thing. So we stopped doing that because that's not, my chat is not the place to do that. Okay, cool. Endgame spoilers. Yeah, I feel like at the 2-week point, okay, now you probably should have figured it out. But like a couple of days or like a week, maybe let's just not be those kinds of people, shall we? Courtney, the Two-Tail site is back up. Is it really? Let's have a look-see, shall we? Oh, snap! It totes is! What? What? Yes, I'm shopping from Canada. Why are you asking me? My goodness. Wow, I wonder if maybe they were just making some changes. Are they coming back? Like, because didn't we talk about this last Tail Talk Tuesday? I feel like we talked about this last Tail Talk Tuesday. They were like, oh, we're, closing up shop. Cool beans. Cool beans. Okay. I'm not sure. Did you submit it to the right form, Mermaid Lolly? Because I just can't find it. I'm sorry. I fail. I fail. If I missed any from this week, like what I do is I delete the ones that I talk about from here and then I add the next ones into the next Tail Talk Tuesday, so... Well, I'm so sorry. A good scare? Uh-oh. Right on. It was almost late working on design. Sweet. I never saw anything official about them closing. Well, I didn't know. It was actually Nerdmaid Faith who had brought it up during the last Tail Talk Tuesday, so I didn't know anything. I honestly, like, I watch a few tail makers, like, here and there, and like, tail companies and stuff, but I'm too busy, like, worrying about my own stuff to be like, oh, guys, I have so many things to tell you. I'm actually vlogging this week, so yeah, I've got, like, the vlogging cameras actually right over there right now. And I will be updating you guys on all of the happenings. But basically, like, the briefest of updates / summaries is that social media is starting to, like, kind of not be fun for me anymore. And not that I think it was ever actually fun, but I started reading this really interesting book. On my Kindle, I just got, like, a sample of it, so I might actually buy this book, but... It's just really fascinating how, like, we all joined Facebook to keep in touch with people, and I actually went through and I deleted, like, I don't know, over 100 people off of my Facebook, and it's not because I'm trying to be, douchey, or I'm trying to be, like, anything. People who consistently post, like, violent and horrific and news and miserable and complaining and this, that, and the other, and I'm just like, I am such in a slump at the moment. I can be really happy and, like, positive and upbeat for you guys, because you guys make me feel that way, but then when I'm not in front of the camera and I'm not, vlogging and I'm not doing these things, I'm just sitting and wallowing in, like, this state of, oh, woe is me, and everything is difficult, and my neighbors, and news, and the world, and finances, and honestly, like, I have enough of my own stuff that people just consistently posting negativity is just too much. That, or the people who are always, like, do you ever feel like this, where people are just always one-upping you? They're just always, like, a little bit ahead? I don't know. This is a whole other topic of discussion, but what I also feel like is, I had a birthday recently, obviously, right? And there were people who basically shouldn't have forgotten, is what I'm saying. People who are related to me, or, who just should care a little bit. I don't know. And it just, like, I was like, and you're done, and you're done, and you're done, and you're done, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a jerk, but I'm not keeping this stuff around, and it makes me unhappy. So what I did was I deleted Facebook off my phone, and the only thing I'm keeping on my phone is Instagram and Twitter, because they're two that I do. Like, Instagram you can only use really off your phone. I use an app called Later to help schedule my posts. But yeah, so Facebook, gone. And now I have my phone scheduled to mute itself at 6 o'clock. So at the end of my day, it's done. Okay? So if you're trying to reach me after my work hours, which are 8 to 6, I ain't getting back to you. because I've like fallen into this like pit. Everyone's so excited that Faith's here. Everyone's gonna forget what I'm saying. This is important though. Pay attention. Just doing this endlessly for hours and hours and hours and hours and just scrolling through the dang phone is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's unnecessary. It is a colossal waste of time for me. Might not be for you, whatever. But I was like, we're done. We're done with that and press. See you later. Right on. Tannychew. Excellent. Welcome. And Faith is in the house. Hello, hello. Yeah, Finally. Oh, you guys are funny. I had to delete Facebook too. It's just a pit of nonsense. It's ridiculous. Like, I keep it because obviously for my business is social media. But what do you do when you cannot clock out at the end of your day? Like, you can't clock out at the end of your day. You're just constantly bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. And you're like, you know what? Like, enough! I have zero boundaries when it comes to my phone, and that's really bad. So I just made like a bunch of changes, and I'm going to talk about it all in the vlog. Like, I don't want to just totally make this like a whole thing, but I don't know. I also, so like I said, I started using that program or that company called later.com, and I'm not sponsored in any way to say this. In fact, I pay out of my own pocket now $19 a month for this. And I swear to goodness, best $19 I've ever spent. I haven't been on Instagram in like 2 days. I've been replying to people and that's it. I haven't had to post anything. Because imagine, I try to keep my feed as happy and upbeat as possible and like, you know, the things and whatever. But when you're having a bad day, but you have to post on Instagram, do you know how defeating that feels when you have to just paste a smile on your face to post to Instagram? No. I'm drawing the line in the sand. This mermaid, mic drop, we out. You know what I mean? I also took YouTube off my phone. I kept the YouTube, like the editor, what's that one called? Not Tube Buddy. What the heck is it called? YouTube Studio. I kept that one on there. And but I'm done now. I've hit my limit. You have to know, though, like, it's pretty extreme for me. I was spending anywhere from 4 to 5 hours a day on my phone, because it tells you. Like, the iPhones tell you now what's your screen time, like, how much time are you logging. And it got to 5 hours one day. How's that even possible? Like, what am I doing, you know? Later does post for me, yeah. So when you guys see me posting consistently throughout the day, I'm not even touching my phone. Like yesterday I posted, the day before I posted. I've got posts going up right now all over the place. I've got stuff going up on Twitter right now. I've got stuff going up on Facebook. I have, like right now, so I'll have 2 more posts on Twitter, and you see that I'm not actually touching Twitter right now. But it's too much for one person to do by yourself. When you do the entire business on your own, and there's all of these stupid algorithms and all of these things where you're just getting lost in this need to constantly have the phone in your hand. It's like, where does real life start and where does the social media, where's the boundary, right? So there are no boundaries, you know. And I would love to do just a whole talk on this, because I feel like mermaids we are like specifically stuck in this because being a mermaid is such a social media driven thing. Like, your business, most mermaids are self-employed, right? So they're needing to advertise for themselves. So we're all on social media. If you're doing it as a hobby, but you still want to show your stuff off, you still want to be in the spotlight, you still want to do the thing, but it all takes time and it all takes effort and it all takes a lot of just sitting there on your stupid phone. And I'm just, I don't even know when it happened, but I had that week just before my birthday and during my birthday where I had at least 3 solid panic attacks that lasted a long time, and it was really rough. And every time I went to pick up my phone, I could feel it coming back, and I was like, is the phone what's causing this? Because that is not cool, you know. So on there, I just got notified. A post just you can't really see, there you go, can you see that right there? Post went up, so was successfully published to your Vancouver Mermaid account. So which one was that? Would that have been Instagram? That probably would have been Instagram, because it's 11:02 now. So yep, so that was the one that just went up, and it's a picture of the Tail Talk Tuesday, and I can show you guys that I literally just posted to Instagram and I didn't do anything. So the thing for me is, like, There you go. That just went up and I'm not doing anything, you know? And that's kind of a miracle because Instagram is a beautiful place and I do like Instagram. And for the most part, I have a very positive Instagram experience. But what I do find to be really scary is how long I'll sit there and scroll and how I'll start to feel worse and worse and worse about myself as I go, seeing all of these other people who are maybe in better shape than I am, or their lifestyle's a bit different and a bit closer to what I'd actually like. These people are more successful than me, and this is all appearances only, because if you look at my feed, I make it look, you know, as good as I can. But that's not what my real life looks like. My real life is me, no makeup, pajamas, sipping on goodness knows what, working for like 12 hours at my computer. That's my reality. So I don't know. I feel like that was just something that I had to make as a change because what you gonna do, you know? What are you gonna do? Ah. If I didn't have YouTube, I wouldn't. I would just watch TV during that time though. So getting rid of it wouldn't do much. No, I got it off my phone because I do watch TV too. Okay, so I go from one to the next to the next, and the thing is my realization came because I always feel like I don't have enough time. I never feel like I have enough time. Where'd my time go? What, how, who, opinion? I don't know. And when my phone did that little bim and told me on a Monday, it was so because on the Mondays it lets you know your previous week's usage. On that Monday, it was like, yeah, you used your phone an average of 5 hours a day. Not 5 hours the whole week. 5 hours a day. I was like, well, there's my time. That's where my time is. That's my hoop dancing at the park time. That's my hitting the pool time. That's my time with Eric. That's my time with my dog. That's my time drawing. That's my time with you guys. Like, that's where all the time gets sucked into. It gets sucked into apps and things that, does this actually matter to my life at all? I don't know. That's cray. Yeah, nobody's real life looks like Facebook. Yeah. Oh my god, I totally get that. I get frustrated whenever I scroll through Instagram. I can honestly get, like, really inspired by it, too. But it's, like, the first couple of minutes are inspiration, and then it's, like, this is getting worse. Why am I feeling worse? I'm not feeling inspired anymore. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with enjoying Instagram and enjoying social media, because I do. I love making my feed pretty. I like doing the stories. I like hanging out with you guys. But it's turned into this obsessive, like, I have anyways OCD, like diagnosed like OCD. And so for me, the compulsive need to check my phone is now becoming a thing too. You know, whereas it used to just be like checking doors or, you know, the stove, faucets, lights, outlets and stuff like that. Like now it's turned into this like compulsive, unhealthy need to just constantly be checking my phone. And I feel like of all of the things that I have to double, triple, quadruple check, like walk all the way down the street, walk all the way home to make sure I locked the door, of all the things, I feel like the phone is not doing me any good, because at least if something was left ajar, at least I've checked and it's, you know, that's my excuse anyways. But what are you gonna do, right? Am I right? I finally made it, Mercury. I'm gonna take a quick break because I've been drinking this giant thing of lemon water. I really have to pee, so we're gonna visit the ALFIE cam for a wee sec. Oh, there's a pillow blocking his cam. Oh, that's terrible. ALFIE, nobody can see you. Nobody can see the ALFIEs. There we go. Okay, you guys hang with ALFIE for a sec. I'll be right back. Bathroom break. Alfie, are you keeping them company? Are you being a good boy? Are you being a good boy? Sorry about that, guys. But my bladder is tiny. I did actually pee before I started the stream. It's really terrible anyways. But he's the Alfie. Enjoying things is good for you, but when it gets too far, it's bad, especially if it lowers yourself. Exactly. Exactly. Does the door thing every time we go, pretty much. We get in the car, he turns around and checks the door. Yeah. If you aren't happy, your company won't survive. Making changes to enjoy your work is both healthy and good business sense. The quality of your work will be what gets the word out the most, for sure. And it's also like, I feel like a pretty productive person during the day. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting all my things done, like I'm doing everything and everything's happening. But the thing is I have it stretched across the entire day and my work doesn't stop. So at the end of my day, like usually, so Eric comes home, we eat dinner, maybe go for a walk with the dog, and then come back and I just sit right back down and I just keep going. So that kind of, it ends up blurring the line between, you know, where I'm sitting on the couch and I'll be surfing or I'll be updating or I'll be checking emails and all this. So I'm going to have my cutoff now be 6 o'clock. So my time. So I just, you need to start like making some boundaries so that you don't, because I'm in this for the long haul now, right? Like this is the business, this is what I'm doing. I just ordered another 30 yards of fabric because yes, that many people are now emailing me about tails, which is really intense. I really didn't expect that, but hey, we're good. So, but yeah, it's just this wild kind of thing that, you know, you have to be on top of, I guess. Yeah. He just checks it 2 or 3 times. That's how it started for me. Yeah, I would start by just checking the door to make sure it's locked. And I'm not sure where the compulsive side of it actually happened, because I've done things like I've walked halfway to the SkyTrain and I've I've run all the way home to make sure I locked the door or turned the stove off or like anything. It's bad. So so sometimes like if I have somebody with me, I'll have them watch me lock the door so that I can ask them, especially if it's somebody I trust. But if it's not somebody I trust, then it doesn't make a difference. So it's a crappy thing. But what I like to do now is I have a thing that I tell myself. So I'll lock the door, I'll watch myself very carefully lock the door, and then I'll say, okay, Courtney, you've locked the door, and the only reason you're walking away now is because you locked the door, because if when you checked, the door had been open, you would have locked it. That's the only reason you're walking away. And so I tell myself that, and that does, for the most part, I'm able to, like, just continue on my life, but sometimes it's bad. Sometimes, like, it takes time out of my life, and it sucks, but what are you gonna do? Creative people tend not to be as structured. So maybe it's good to have those boundaries. I just feel like it is. Like I've gotten a lot better at having personal boundaries with people, with you know, relationships and you know, other friends, family, Eric. Like I'm good at knowing more or less where my limits are. Like I'm also the kind of person who I get exhausted, like socially exhausted. So if somebody plans too many things on one day, I no longer feel guilty saying no to something because I know that it's going to be too much for me. So I'm good at that, but I'm not good at, but you know what? This hasn't been around. Like, I don't know how kids and like children now, young people now who've grown up always with a phone. Like I didn't have a phone when I was young. Like when I was a kid, it was go outside or, you know, my friend lived down the street. If was she home? Was her bike out front? Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't about like the phone. So I don't know. I don't think the digital age, I mean, it needs like laws and it needs boundaries and it needs restrictions and more than just like the content that you watch, you know, how you consume all of this content, I think is really important. It's just to think about what's actually doing you good versus what's actually starting to cause you, you know, unhappiness in your life, because life is too short for this nonsense. I tell you that for nothing. Let me say publicly again, your tails are too inexpensive for the hours. Oh, jeez. You're not selling a fabric tail, you're selling individual art. Oh, you're so sweet. The Mahina arrived on Saturday, and I made the pattern for my sling style tail skin. Yeah. Go check it out. Most of the days I lose half a day as I need a siesta in the afternoon. I do naps too. I need a nap every so often too, like an afternoon, half an hour. Sometimes it's like 20 to 30 minutes I'll do. Tend to get exhausted by too many people and interactions. Totally, right? I always hated cell phones, right? I know. That's so crappy. HSP Elaine Aaron, PhD, The Highly Sensitive Person. Really cool book and website. Most creative types are HSP. Yes, they are. Yes. Yep, your tails are art. Aw, thanks, guys. But I kind of, that's like, so, of course you guys know, I said it, didn't I? I'll say it again in the vlog. It's been so long since I've done any kind of an update or a vlog. I feel like I'm just like floating in space. But yeah, tail slots are now available via application process, so they are open. My tail slots are just going to be open on an ongoing basis, but it is by application, so you send me in what you're thinking, and then I let you know if it's something that I feel I'm going to be able to do justice, to the design for you and make it the most mermaid thing that you ever seen, So then I get back to you that way. I give you a quote, and obviously, I have to now take into account this is like what I was doing before. So anybody who has a Mahina mermaid tail from me, please don't feel like guilty or anything about this. I had a couple people reach out who were like, oh, can I pay you extra? Because I actually took a loss on almost on every Mahina mermaid tail that I've sold so far. And it's not anybody's fault. It was my own fault. I just didn't calculate things for the Mahina. I had done everything for the Luna and assumed that assumptions, guys, don't make assumptions. Anyways, so I have had to make adjustments to the price now. So people who do order with the Mahina, because I do have to charge you for that extra amount of fabric now because it takes twice as much fabric versus what the Luna does. So, and twice as much printing because I'm having to send my printer and they charge me for that. They don't charge me just for the amount that gets printed. It's by the yard, right? So anyways, but yeah, all the information and details and all of that good stuff is over on shopvancouvermermaid.com if you wanted to check it out. There should be a link up in the cards as well, but it's just to make sure that I'm going to be able to be a little bit more sustainable at this because I am running out of money and I just need to make sure that moving forward I'm not taking a loss on these, even though I wish I could do this all for free, you guys. I really wish I could, but to make this a long-term sustainable thing for me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess do the thing. Yeah, the Linden also only takes the one big sheet of fabric, so thank goodness for that, right? I think as someone who has had computers my whole 19 years, a big reason we depend on it so much is because people were more aware of outside danger than before because parents kidnapping fear. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. People were more aware of outside danger than before. I don't know. I feel like my mom had faith in me, and the only reason I got a cell phone to begin with when they first the old brick phones was just because the walk from my school to where she worked was a long one, and I could let her know if I had to stay late for something, because very oftentimes I took grade 12 math. What was I thinking? I don't even know. And I was not going to be able to make it through that, and so I had to go in every day after school for an hour for studying, and sometimes I would stay later, and so that got the phone just for that, right? I think I got my first phone for things like that, field hockey practices and swimming and whatever. Probably, when did I get my first phone? I don't even know. Was it 16 or 17, or I'm not even sure. I was a teenager. It was a while ago. I wish I could get a fabric tail for my competitor. Oh, sweet. So I was swimming Celtic Koi on the weekend. I had to read that. I was like, what? And a mermaid friend said I was leaving a wake behind me when she saw, when I swam the length of the pool underwater. Woo, so fast. The little video clip that you sent me, I was almost whoosh, tears. I'm like, oh my God, she looks amazing. She looks amazing. It looks so good. I was so excited. I'm so stoked to see oh, so good. More visible than in the past. That's true. I will say that is true. Now we're more aware, and I think especially with all the true crime channels and such on YouTube. I watch one in particular. She doesn't do just true crime. She does conspiracy theories and just out of this world stuff. Is Kendall Ray. Heads up though, she does swearing does occur on on her channel a little bit, so that's not your jam. I know I said a word by accident and the whole world exploded, so if that's not your jam, then don't check her out. But otherwise, she's amazing, and I watch her stuff. But it really is an eye opener. Like, you don't really realize the, I don't know, the kind of world we live in. Like, I feel like I grew up in a pretty safe neighborhood, you know. My grandma would just let me run up and down the lane as a kid. Like, I'd go and you knew everybody. You knew all your neighbors. You knew everyone. And I don't know. I feel like I have gotten a bit more paranoid as the years have gone by. But I feel like that's just, you know, you get, there's a word I'm trying to look for, but you gain some common sense as you experience some things, you know? I don't know. I could tell stories. I could tell stories, but yeah. Nature deficit disorder. I heard that's a thing. Oh my god, I got internet. Oh my god, oh my god. Never allowed to just walk around the neighborhood, hang out with kids. Yeah, it's a different world now. It really is. It's a different world now. And what I don't like, though, is that there is no real regulation. There are no, like we were saying before, there's no boundaries when it comes to your phone. There's no boundaries when it comes to, and this even applies especially to mermaids, I would say. You know, you can get any weirdo, okay? Any, like, person out there with not so nice intentions can just, out of the blue, pop into your, what do they call it? They call it sliding into your DMs. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? I don't know. But they just, all of a sudden, you're like, oh, look at this. Thank you for this really offensive, disturbing message. Random person I've never met before. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not like there's no filter. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't, like, look away from that stuff because it's right there and you read it and now it's in your mind. And that kind of stuff, just, I find that really frustrating. I find it really frustrating. It's the same thing, like, we're all having a conversation right now, but occasionally when I do get trolls in my chat, and it happens, they can just say whatever they want to me. If they were there in person and said that to my face, this would be a whole other thing, okay? You know what I mean? It would be like, well, pal, you know, some of the things that if some of the things that people have said to me on Instagram or social media, if they said that to me, to my face, I would have called the police. I would have been like, no, this is sexual harassment. You are doing something really inappropriate here. Like, what are we doing? We're just whipping it out left, right, and center? Like, really? So, you know, or like really abusive behavior. And I feel that it's so important to know your limits and your boundaries. And I don't want to be all like Mother Mermaid over here. But I'm 32 and I'm only realizing this now. I've lived with technology my whole life, and it's only now starting to occur to me that I don't have boundaries when it comes to the phone. People say whatever they want to me, and I'm just like, yeah, sure. You know what? No. No. That's not a thing anymore. Nobody. No. So much of my work, Secret Keeper Girl, is now focusing on the boundaries and protection with tween girls and technology. That is awesome to hear. And it's so important. 100%. Oh, I support. Because you know what? You have to know what your boundaries are. And that goes for everything. Everything in life. Because your experience matters. And I talk about this a little bit in the podcast that's going to go up on Friday over on patreonpod.com. But I mention it, and I'm just like, we have to be okay with ourselves, and how you feel is a lot more important than really anything else. Like, I was really trying to think about this. You know, what you look like versus what you feel like. And I could do a whole video, guys. I could do a whole video. But I really feel like there's got to be the understanding that how you feel is more important. Right? Right? Okay. Whipping it out. But no, truly, I'm trying to keep this as PG as possible, but that's what it was like. Like, I've had some really just gnarly stuff appear in my DMs. And I'm like, hell no. You go now. You know? My nose is bugging me so much today. Why? I don't look 32. I'm almost 50. 13th of May. Awesome. Birthday's coming up. I'm 14. Right on. Mermom 2019. Yes. Mermom. Oh, did my voice just totally crack there? Yeah. If you guys missed that, though, so Nerdmaid Faith, you were adorable, and I captioned it too because I wasn't sure if people could hear it, but you said thank you, Mom, and I was like, yeah, Mom, and so that was in the last. Do I still have that up in the cards? I hope I do. Oh, is this it? I don't know if this is it. Let me make sure this is it. Okay, I've added it back up in the cards, so hopefully I've got the right one in there. But please do the video on how you look versus how you feel, inner versus outer. I will add it to the list. Would you guys like me to add that to my list? I will totes add that to my list. I will do it right now because I actually have my list up behind all you guys. It's very exciting. Excited to do. Let's put it on that one. Okay. Boom. But it's, yeah, it's definitely a thing, right? Feeling 40. You are just entering the midlife of your existence. I am 60. Excellent. Feeling 40. Right on. Oh, hey, Adam. Blame the flu. Oh, no. Feel better. Oh, that's rough. That's not what you want. Back in middle school, they told us what is and isn't okay to post online, what is dangerous. What annoyed me was other kids made the rest of us look stupid by ignoring those rules and causing scandals. Well, totally, right? Totally. That's the thing, is everybody thinks it's funny. Like, oh, I'm going to post this. I'm going to post that. I'm going to post the next thing. Like, somebody posted something really just, and it was a friend of mine on Facebook, somebody that I don't know, I either went to school with this person or I can't even remember where I know this person from. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, was it college? Was it, like, I don't know. And they posted something, and I won't give you the description because it honestly, like, I felt like scarred. I was like, wow, it was an animal that had been abused. That's all I'm going to say. And I was like, you know what? Unless you're going to do something to help this animal, stop posting this on my feed. Like, I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I, like, no. So I hid the post, and I was like, thinking back, I'm like, this is all this person ever posts. And all they do is complain. They never do anything, like, positive or to help fix the situation in any way. They're like, oh, this. And it's like, okay, well, you know what? You're done. You're done. We're unfriend. See you later. People can take offense if they want. That is what it is. I did it for me because I value my sanity. You know? And I don't know. It just... What are you gonna do? I'm the only teen here, lols. I'm still a teen. Oh, there you go. You're not alone. More puns. Minnow. That's a good one. Oh, geez. I hope my Luna comes today. I wish I could stay longer, but I have to get back to work. Oh, it's okay. I feel more like 15 instead of 50. I was thinking that to myself. I was like, it's really funny because, you know, like, I got ID'd, okay, at the liquor store. I wasn't getting anything for myself. Eric had gone in to grab some beer, and we're at the thing, and I've got my shades on, right? And I'm wearing, like, my Pokemon hat and my mermaid leggings, and she's like, excuse me, I'm gonna need to see 2 pieces of ID. I'm like, I haven't been ID'd in, like, 5 years, okay? It's been a while. And I'm like, really? She's like, what? I'm like, yes. And she's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. Okay, there you go. Like, really? It was so funny, though, because sometimes I feel like I'm, yeah, like, I'm not an adult. Like, I'm just a teenager who pays taxes. That's what I feel like sometimes. I feel like, oh, I'm just a teenager who pays taxes and who has these expenses and who has to deal with this stuff that just isn't fair, you know? I agree about the poor abused critters post. Ugh, just tell us about a rescue we can support. Do not need pics. You know what? Like, I have other people who post pics, but they also post with it what they've actually done to help or how I can help the situation. Don't just post a picture, violate my feed, ruin my morning, and then I don't have it. Like, I already support where I can support. Like, I recently did a t-shirt design for the company that rescued ALFIE. That I got ALFIE from. I did a t-shirt design of the little Chinese crested dog that they were trying to find a home for. And I did that I did that for free for them. That's how I could contribute. I'm not made of money, but I can contribute that way. So that's what I did. But it's like, you know, it just makes me crazy. Crazy. The purple tail on the poster is pretty. Oh, it's too bad Bios is not here. That's her tail. So that one behind me over here is hers, and mine is the one next to it. And yeah, I just love how those two tails look together. So she was over the other day and she saw it. I also added a couple of other pictures, but you can't see. I've got like Little Mermaid pictures all over my wall above my poster now. But I'm very careful how I like frame, how I frame stuff. Canadian gang. If you fish for puns, you're bound to get a few crappy ones. Aw. You guys are hysterical. I'm technically legally an adult as over 18. Still don't consider myself one. I don't think anyone my age does. Well, that's how I felt. Like, I turned 18. I was like, all right. Then I turned 19, which is the legal, like, drinking age in Canada, or, like, where we are here. And I'm like, well, all right. Cool. And I just still feel the same. I'm just like, well, all right. There it is. Pay my taxes. That's it. Perfect. I tell myself that since all my rights haven't been unlocked yet, I'm still not a real adult. Oh no. I found an amazing all-volunteer group that helps feral cat colonies. Awesome. They help kitties that can be homed find homes and do colony maintenance for the rest. Oh, that's awesome. Such a great group of people. That's wonderful. The store I work at has a policy where we have to ID everyone when they buy alcohol or tobacco. I'm not, like, I totally wasn't complaining. I just think it's hysterical, right? Because I grew up and, like, we're European. My family is from Austria, okay? So alcohol's not a thing. But nobody cares. They're like, it's not this big, like, oh my god, we're not allowed to drink, so we should all go get hammered. Like, I have, like, half a glass of wine with dinner and I'm, okay. And? You know what I mean? But for a lot of people that I grew up with, it was like, I think because they weren't introduced to it in a way that was like, again, boundaries, limitations, healthy mindset. I don't know. Whatever. I'll thank my mom for that, though. At least, you know. Get all kinds of crap for that. You know what? You're just trying to protect people. And I said as much to the lady because she thought that I was trying to be like snarky or something. I was like, no, you are absolutely doing your job. Please, you're actually making my day. First of all, because you think I look young enough to be ID'd, but secondly, because like it is such a different mindset over here than it is anywhere else. So you gots to be careful. 19 years old is an interesting age. Not looking forward to being 20. Oh, but 20s are fun. 20s are the years of learning. I discovered. I'm only 2 years into my 30s, but I feel like my 20s was what set the stage. You know what I'm saying? It built the foundation. It was all the hard stuff, but it was an amazing ride. I'm really glad it's over. But but it was an adventure. You're not old until you stop having fun. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wait, is the Magic Crafter in here? Oh yeah, no, I just read yours. That was so stupid. Oh my goodness, I'm winning at life. Oh, all the things. Wow, I'm on it. I'm so on it. Now I have floundered around for more. I have to flounder around for more puns. Welcome back from Singapore. To the Magic Crafter. I know you've been back for about a week now. Oh, right on. I'm building a shed thing for just hanging out. Any ideas, please? I don't know, a shed for hanging out. I'd love a shed, just like a place that wasn't on top of my neighbors would be great. I miss it, but it's nice to be back too. That's awesome. My 20s were when I did all the stupid. My 20s were when I just wanted to serve everybody else's needs and not my own. My 20s were all about like working when I was sick or when I wasn't in a good state of mind, just staying in that bad state of mind. It was pushing myself like further than I really should have for a lot of the time and working harder for other people than and not getting anything out of it and getting taken advantage of and all of these things. But then it was also about all the important life lessons that I learned from that. You know, my 20s weren't bad. They were really good. I got to work at some amazing places. I got to meet a lot of amazing people. I got to do a lot of amazing things. But it was hard. It was hard. And I feel like I know who I am now a lot better than I did at like 22, I would say for sure. Is it your birthday, Courtney? No, no. It was. It was my birthday on the 14th. So it was a while ago. The 60s bring arthritis, so you got a mermaid. Got a mermaid. Do you have a few tips on how to save money for a tail? I guess it depends on where you're at in life. Like, if you're young and you're still at home and your parents are like, no tail, you can save up on your own doing chores around the house. You know, I used to do like my mom's shop towels. I would do the laundry for her and I would get 20 bucks out of that, and you can put that money aside. If you're a little bit older, avoid eating out. Eat at home more. Use the extra money that you would have spent dining out. Put that aside in a different account. There's some credit card companies that, because my bank dings me every time I use my bank account because I'm too lazy to get a different bank account and I'm using one that's grandfathered from like 15 years ago, whatever. So, not 15 years ago, but like, how old am I? So 10 years ago. Okay. Anyways, some credit card companies will round up. Even actually some debit, like some bank accounts will be able to do that too, where they'll round your purchase up, any purchase you make, and take like the next dollar out and put it in a separate account. You can do that. You could actually budget it, treat it like it's an expense that you don't want to go into debt for. So every month you say, okay, my tail's going to cost however much it's going to cost you wherever you choose to go to get it. And so you say, okay, I want to have it by this date. Take the payment, divide it by however many days, however many weeks, however many months, however you'd like to do it. And then just start treating it like it's debt that you already have, like it's a payment you already have to make. And put that money aside and don't touch it. Put a picture up on your wall. There's some people who make those little, or you could do like a mason jar, and like every time you make a payment to your bank account, your savings, you could put like a marble in there and watch it fill up, kind of a thing. But yeah, there's a lot of, sorry, my nose is just being such a butthole today. I'm winning at life over here with my nose. But yeah, there's lots of ways to save up. MerMay, how did I miss this? But yeah, lots of things you could do. Am I excited for MerMay? Yes, I am very excited for MerMay. It is going to be good. I don't actually know if I'm going to participate. I had actually hoped on having stuff put aside, like sketches like put aside for MerMay so that I would have a little something to post every day, but we'll see. If I'm able to keep up with it, I will. If not, I might just do one here and there. But honestly, like, I have a lot going on, so I don't know how much I'll get done, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm still just going to hashtag everything MerMay anyways, though. Oh, Eric is in the house. Tail Talk Tuesday. Hello, Eric. Yep. Happy belated birthday then. Thank you. MerMay, how did I miss this? Where do fish live? Finland. Oh my god. You're winning all the prizes today. Fast food drains your wallet. Exactly. So, but there's lots of little things where you just you spend money that you don't realize you're spending money, and you're like, where is all my money going? And then you're like, well, I ate out 5 times last week. You know? So, little things. We are winning at life, Courtney. Ray-Bans! Right on. Who has Ray-Bans? These, I used to have Ray-Bans. I actually still have them somewhere. These are not. These are like no name. Because I actually I like that they don't have the logo or anything on them. They make me happy. Oh, Ray-Bans. Oh, the cool fish wear Ray-Bans. Yeah, okay, so I used to have. It's a money siphon. It totally is. I'm 20 and just a few weeks away from being done with my education and having a full permanent job. Now what am I going to do with life after that? Oh, that's when it gets fun. That's when the adventures start. So what's in the mermaid news? I already did the mermaid news segment. I did all of it already. I did it at the very beginning, so you guys will have to go back and watch. I'm winning prizes. Thank you. Is Finfolk a good place to buy silicone tails? I have only ever seen one of their silicone tails up close, and it's beautiful. I have no idea how long their wait time is. I have no idea at all anything about Finfolk, short of their fabric tails not having adequate drainage, but whatever. My goodness, the pun game is strong. Yes. I have Ray-Bans. Ray-Bans. Bands. Fish puns on porpoise. Dang, I missed it. Yeah, you had submitted a bunch. They're all linked in the description box as well. I'm just doing it for the halibut. Okay. Really? I'm looking for a fabric mermaid tail with silicone tail end. Is there something on the market like that? Sure there is somewhere. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, good breakfast is good. Can I plug, is it Lanaya or Lania? I always say it wrong. For silicone tails, she's been super amazing to work with. Right on. Plug away. I think Finfolk is like 3 years now. Wow. I thought my wait time was long. Yikes. One of the things that I am really scared about for far in the future is having to stop living with my parents. Lots of kids my age can't wait, but I kind of like it there. I don't really want to have to live all alone. Oh, for sure. You know what? It's a real, I feel like culturally speaking, it's very different across the board. I feel like maybe a lot of us in the sort of Western view of things, we don't really have it right. I feel sometimes like everyone's like, all right, kids, you're this old, get out of the house. Like, I think I moved out when I was 21. I think my mom moved out when she was 16 or 17 or something. I can't even remember. And I think Eric did the same when he was really young. It's different for everybody, and it really depends on, I mean, your living situation. Like, I've got friends who do still live with their parents. They converted the basement into a suite, and they actually live, and they have their family and everything, and everyone lives under the same roof, and they all contribute to the same house. And if you look at that, in my opinion, I feel like that actually makes a lot more sense. We're so convinced that we all need to have our separate space, and yeah, you know what? Some people do. Some people, maybe their relationships with their family, they do feel like they need that space. But if you look at it, the cost of living here, there's no way. I'm not out there. I'm not going to afford a house. There's a house going for $4 million down the street. $4 million. And I'm kind of like, okay. The next closest one would be like 1.3, and it's a tiny house down on the end. And I'm thinking, okay, so how could you not afford that with your whole family? So if you stay at home, you know, you could offer to contribute to some rent if your parents are up for that. Like, I paid rent when I lived at home. Once I got a job, I mean, like, so at 19, I started working at a bank, and, was it 19? I was 19, yeah. I started my first job working at a bank, and Mom and I talked it over. I'm like, okay, I'm not moving out yet, so what's my rent gonna be? And my rent was like, I think 300 or 350 or something, I can't remember now. A month, and that was that. I contributed to chores around the house, and it worked well. So I don't think like you have, I mean, you know, you talk it over with your parents, right? I mean, if you guys have a good relationship, hopefully that's something that you can, you know, talk about. I live alone. It was odd and kind of sad at first. Now I love it. It's different, not worse or better, but different, with its own upsides. Yeah, living alone can be good too. Like, I've lived alone as well. So Eric and I lived together, well, how long have we been together now? We've been together for a while. Before that, I lived in a little one bedroom by myself, and it's weird. I was really lucky, and I had my bird, and this is part of the reason I miss her so much, because she was my whole world then. She was all the company I had, and I didn't have, like, I was still, like, hanging out with friends and stuff, but I didn't have as much, like, human contact as I do now. But yeah, like, fish make a difference. Cats, dogs, whatever you got. If you're worried about being alone, sometimes it's nice to have a little furry somebody to hang out with you. When I'm at home, I contribute to the mortgage. Absolutely. While on tour, they sublet my room. Right on. See, like, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, right? It isn't great that everyone says you are a failure if you live with them. Don't even let that be a thing. Okay, that's somebody else's BS opinion, and you can just take that and just Okay? Somebody says that to you? No. Okay? No, I don't think that's a thing. If you're contributing to the household, you're doing your part to keep the family, the unit going. Uh, I think that you're fine. Like, you don't have anything to worry about. I mean, if you were a freeloader, maybe you're just, mooching off of your parents for everything and you're not doing anything to contribute. And I'm not even talking like monetarily. I mean, like, if you can't financially contribute, then you find other ways to contribute. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not bringing in as much money right now, so I do a lot of extra stuff around the house to make up from what I can't contribute. You know what I mean? So I'm out there doing extra chores around the property, or I'm at home and I'm doing extra stuff. The dishwasher, the laundry, cleaning, dusting, wiping, whatever. And I make sure I'm taking care of that side of things as best as I can. So it's like, boy, how did we get on? This is such a weird non-mermaid related topic. But it's true though, right? Hey, these are important things we need to talk about, It's very important. A friend has one pet, a betta fish, and it saves her sanity. Oh yeah. What monofins do I use for my tails? For my personal tails, I only use the Finis Luna, like in my flagship tails. I also have tails that use a tail that uses the fantasy, and then I also have a tail that uses the Mermaid Linden monofin. Excuse me. And the tails that I make, the monofins I use and the tails that I make for the general public, for all of you lovely fishes, I do for the Luna, for the Linden, and the Mahina. I do not make tails for the Fantasy. I do not make tails for the Fantasy 2. I do not make tails for any other monofin at this time. The Hydra, the Minnows, will eventually be on that list too once I finish this next tail. That is actually something I have to deal with today. I gotta cut fabric and get that all ready to send off to my printer. Where was I going with this? Yes, but that's what I'm up to. When I started working as a nurse and still lived at home, I paid for my own bills, phone, car, etc., and my own chores. Absolutely. It's good to contribute, and it makes you feel good, too. It makes you feel like I never really was a chore person, but now doing stuff around the house makes me feel like I'm contributing to the greater good. You know what I mean? Eric, have a good lunch. Happy swimming. Have a great day, everyone. Oh, bye, Eric. Enjoy your lunch. I want to buy your tail. There's an application form on shopvancouvermermaid.com. My mom wanted me to save a little nest egg for when I got married. I didn't go into debt for my wedding or honeymoon, which is really nice. Yes, that's also a really nice thing to do, and especially like you're saving up for whatever it is that you're saving up for, a wedding, or you're saving it up for a mermaid tail, you're saving it up for a car, whatever you got. It is nice to start saving versus like buying it and then having to pay it off. I feel like there's something, like, I have that trip that I'm going on in July that I've been saving and saving and saving for, and knock on wood, I won't have to go into any kind of debt for, because I've been putting aside every penny that I can to make that happen. I have the Fin Fun tailskins and monofins, not as powerful as, say, the Mahina, but very functional and safe. I feel like the Mahina, yes, everyone loves the Mahina. I'm sure Faith's gonna jump on me in a second. But I feel like you gotta do what works for you. And you know what? If Fin Fun is your jam, like, that, you good. You know what I'm saying? You good to go. I feel like you don't always have to, worry about all the things, right? I don't know. I have to send you my outline. LOL. Well, we have to do, I already sent you I haven't sent you an invoice. I didn't know that you wanted to move forward, so you'll have to let me know what the plan is for that. Where am I going? I'm going to be at the Mermaid Convention in California. That California, what are they calling it? California Mercon? Mermaid Convention. What's it going? The Mahina works for me. See, I knew she was going to pounce on that. We know Courtney loves the Luna. I just do, guys. Like, if you lived with the foot pain, like, maybe you have your own foot pain, so I'm not trying to diminish any of that, but, like, if you don't have foot pain and you lived with what I live with on a daily basis, and you knew that, like, every time you went to the pool with your Aquarius, or every time you went to the pool with your flippers, you were going to be in an enormous amount of pain, and it wasn't going to be as fun, and you're watching all the other mermaids have a good time, and all you can think about is, please don't cramp, please don't cramp, please don't cramp, please don't cramp, you know what I mean? And then you find the Luna, which, yeah, sure, maybe once in a while, because of how my pain is, it is what it is. Sometimes it is just too much for me, but for the vast majority of the time, my pain is nothing. It's like the Monofin was just made for my feet, and it makes me so happy. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I have to get my tax return. Excellent. Right on. I think one of those fancy Monofins and a Courtney tail someday. Yes. I like the Luna all the way. My favorite. The right flop and push. Yeah. I feel like the Luna might not be as like powerful, but I can keep up with other mermaids in their Mahinas. I don't think that necessarily the Mahina is faster. I feel like the Mahina is more forgiving if you don't have a full-on roll-through figured out. Like, the Luna takes time to get to know and to figure out how it's going to move with you. You know what I mean? Like, if I should do a reaction video to, like, my first couple of attempts in the Luna, because they were hysterical. I remember putting the Luna in the Mermaid Tail for the first time and being like, what is life? What is swim? How to Monofin? I can't anymore. And then once I figured it out, I was like, this is really good. All the things. I submitted, so I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, mine took a while to get here. It was kind of annoying. I gotta say, I'm touched and amazed by all the sharing happening here in terms of living alone, moving out, and the difficulties we've had in our lives. More proof this community rocks. Well, that's kind of what I like about Tail Talk Tuesday. Like, we kind of just, it's a little bonding moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're all kind of hanging out, we're sharing our stories, I'm hearing about what you guys are up to, I can tell you what I'm up to, life, and the whole thing, because I feel like that is more like, I mean, yeah, mermaid topics and mermaid discussion, but we are all mermaids. I feel, anyways. Mermaids, mermen, mers. And we're all living a life still. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any kind of sense? Did I just get too vague? I may have gotten too vague. I don't know. Yeah, right, Adam. Thanks for letting me derail the stream, guys. Aw, anytime. Thank you all for being real. It's important, you know? I can Yume in the Luna when I really want to. Yes, I would say you can go really, really stinking fast in the Luna. Faster than me, that's for sure. I like the shape of the Luna and the design. I think that's the one with the adjustable straps. Yes, the Luna has the adjustable straps. I have it sitting. I actually moved my Monofins over, so I'm gonna actually vlog like a tiny... We're just gonna vlog like a tiny bit of this, guys. We're vlogging. We're doing the thing. Is it recording? It's recording. Okay. So yeah, this is the... Oh, Suki! Oh, I scared the dog. Who saw that? Oh, poor guy. So yeah, this is the Luna. This is my absolute, my love. Look, even my chin just fits right in there. Just look at that. It's such a good Monofin. It's, I'll do another video to update, but I kind of feel like this is what maybe we would have actually evolved like. Like, if our foot was here and then it would have, you know, fins would have evolved out like that maybe. I'm not sure. I'm just a fan. It has drainage at the back, and I can wiggle my little toes, so when they cramp, they're right here, and it's not so bad. All the Nyum is mermaids gender neutral. When I say mermaids, I am thinking I'm including everybody. I know that some people maybe don't think that, or when they say it, they're being specific to mermaids, like women. But when I say mermaid, I mean like the species, like the whole, like the everybody. So sometimes I'll say mers or merfolk or you know, but just mermaids, I'm trying to like, I include all the peeps. I include all the peeps. There we go. There we go. Good. That's enough of that. Boop. Boop, boop, beep, boop. Why is it colored like that? I think they're just trying, that was just a design. Like, they're just going for it. I don't know. I think they probably would have done themselves a better if they had just picked a color and stuck with it, because the two materials are the same material. So I'm not sure what their vibe, what their feeling was. I know not a lot of people like that two-tone kind of look. I like it just because they're two of my favorite colors. So what's he gonna do? The Magictails, that's a seriously slick design. Yes. Mer people, if we follow Trudeau's way of speaking, PC mer people. Oh boy. Okay, maybe merfolk. Is the Luna for the smaller foot size still the same width? Oh, I can't show you. I'm sorry. It's in a tail right now that I'm not allowed to show. I'm sorry, but it's not the same width. It's smaller. It's definitely smaller. I'd say, like, if my Luna's like hello, stop spinning. If my Luna's like this big, the little Luna is much smaller, so. I kind of wish that they had done that, though. I love when, like, the Mahina adult sizes, the fin is all the same size. The foot pocket's the only thing that changes, which is why I can make all the different things for it. So, me and my size 5 feet. Hey, me and my size 11 feet. Like, I feel you. Having, like, really small or, like, Jumbotron feet like I have, it's just, oh, it's too much. But the verb mermaiding is gender neutral, strange but true. Yeah. Are the Linden and Luna similar shape and size? Linden fits in Fin Fun skins. I can show you guys. I have them both actually here. I keep getting stuck to my chair with my arm. That's really not cool. Okay, so here's the Linden. And here is the Luna. So, they actually look like they could be related, but they're definitely not the same size. So, yeah, I do love both these fins though. They're good babies. They both serve their purposes, you know. The Magic Crafter, yes, I just got the Linden, and I definitely need the neoprene socks with it on a smaller notch for sure. You get to see that tail tomorrow. Nice. They're amazing. They help make your feet a bit bigger. Yes. Size 10.5 wide for sure. Yeah, I'm 11, but I'm very, very, very narrow. So my feet, it's sort of frustrating because shoes tend to get wider as they get bigger, and my feet often don't fit. It's just like, ugh, come on, guys. There should be an option. You should be able to make a shoe in different, different sizes, but also different sizes, you know? Size 8-ish feet are pretty easy to handle. Yeah, when my feet were size 8, those were good days. I was probably in grade 7 or 8. 7, I think, grade 7, and my feet were already, size 8, so. What are you gonna do? Has anyone noticed that silicone tail makers hardly have any fluke sculpts that look normal like the Luna, Linden, Fin Fun type of shape? I don't know. I think it depends on your definition of normal. I don't know. Because, I don't know. Everybody else just has their own kind of vibe, I guess. I got my Monofin from Planet Mermaid. Right on. I have been torn between the Mahina my cousin has and the Luna and the Linden, beginning to look a lot like Luna. Can we just turn that into a song? It's beginning to look a lot like Luna. Oh, yes. All the things, you guys. All the things. I don't know. That's too cute. I love that just happened. But yeah, I don't know. My Luna is just the love of my life. I don't know. I love that it's ever so slightly, it's not, it looks opaque to you guys, but if you could see, it's a little bit translucent. And it doesn't have, a smell. I don't know. And it just, I don't know. It's just really good, and it makes me so happy. I honestly, I feel like I owe Fenice so much. I don't know what I would have done, because where would I have gone? I mean, obviously the Linden came out, so I'd probably be using the Linden. If the Luna didn't exist, I probably would just use the Linden and just take a lot of breaks. Christmas in July, yeah! It's good, but yeah, it's just, I love it so much, and I take pretty good care of mine, and I haven't noticed any, I actually have 2 of these, hey? I own 2 now, because I loved it so much that I bought a second one. What had happened was I had actually been, this is why you always take a deposit, though, you guys. Somebody had wanted to do, a mermaid swimming, not like a class, but a private lesson with me, and they didn't have a Monofin, so I'd actually picked up a second one. But then they were like, no, we're actually, they canceled on me. It was the thing. You smell things too? Yes, I do. I do. I'm a weirdo. Ooh, chlorine. Oh man, there's only so many simple fluke shapes, though. Maybe that's why. Maybe, yes. Everywhere you go. Is that... There are a couple, just not a... Oh, okay, yeah. My fluke looks a lot more like the fluke from a dolphin/whale. That's cool, yeah. I do like this kind of for that, because I feel like, though this is quite fishy, I do feel like we have like a little bit of that shape, which is actually the shape that I cut into my my fabric, so I can work with this. Neoprene, the scent of adventure. Yes! Oh, somebody make that a t-shirt, please. Oh my goodness. The silicone fin, the scent of adventure. Oh my god. Oh, but it's so true, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so true. Guys, it's already noon. It's almost noon. What the what? That went so fast, my fishes. I have to go to my P.O. box now, and I have to, I've got a mermaid tail to ship out today. I've got a sticker that I have to ship out today. And, what else do I have to do today? I've got to cut some fabric. I got to prep some files for printing. I got a vlog. Very exciting. What else do I have to do? I think that's probably it. What are you guys all getting up to for the rest of the day? If you're seeing this in the future, comment below. On that note, though, if you like today's live stream, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the pod and the bell notification as well, so you never miss an upload. And if you don't want to say goodbye just yet, be sure to swim on over to patreonpod.com, our extended pod community. For as little as $1 a month, you gain access to the monthly Mermaid Tail Coloring Challenge, which there's a new one going up. Oh, tomorrow. Is tomorrow the 1st? Yes, it's the 1st tomorrow, right? Okay, so it's going up tomorrow. There's going to be a new video for it and everything. There's also the behind-the-scenes feed, the private Discord community chat, the monthly private live stream, the private Instagram account, which I do still obviously update, and I know we had the whole social media talk earlier, but there you go. As well as the podcast. There's going to be a new podcast episode going up on Friday as well. It's going to be a good one. I get quite real and quite serious in that one. You see a whole other side of me. It's going to be very interesting and very exciting to see the reaction on that one. So again, that was all over on patreonpod.com. We would love to have you join us. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, my little fishes applying for jobs. Oh no. See you next time. Bye. Phone calls and emails and all the fun stuff. Totally, right? You guys got this. I believe in you. You love the whole snorkel scuba thing, and what's it? Wetsuits are fabulous. Thanks for cheering up this flu-ridden merman, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thanks again. Aw, well, thank you, everyone, and happy swimming. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Okay, let's check in with ALFIE super quick. Oh, look at the bugaboo. Hey, bugaboo. Are you snoozing?
Are you snoozing? Oh, she's touching my butt, you guys. Oh, no.
He's like, you suck, man. Okay, bye guys.